Hello, everybody. I'm Roland, or Josh, and I thought it was about time that I did a vlog, that I updated you on what I'm doing in my life, uh, and the exciting things that are happening with Defense of the Patients that coincide with my life. So, as you all know, and as I've said on the podcast, I was a science major. I went from engineering to math, to communications, or not communications, computer science. And I learned a lot of great things. Physics taught me more about how to think critically, and to question things. Math taught me how to have a very, I don't know, dedicated work ethic. Um, Computer science taught me how to solve puzzles. And Defense of the Patients over the past year and a half has taught me more than all of those empty pursuits combined. I realized pretty much immediately that this is what I want to do with my life. Um, Maybe not Defense of the Patients, but something very similar, which is, I don't know, communicating conversationally, or communicating by yourself, having a conversation with all of you. Recently, I was given the opportunity to intern for a podcast, that focuses on PlayStation. I will be handling production, I will be handling social media, I will be handling networking, I will be handling, basically, I'll be doing for their podcast what I want done for the professional scene in video games, which is a PR specialist, somebody that handles your Twitter, that makes a brand of you. That's what I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to be working for, not working, interning for Little Big Cast. Um, there are two master professors. They have master's degree in both in communication, and then two alumnus, from the university that I go to. I am going to increase the amount of followers that they have because they aren't currently working to better their social media because of time restraints. Well, if you want to be successful, you got to find time to get yourself out there. That's been the hardest thing about Defense of the Patients, is climbing the social network, the ladder, right? One guest to another, one follow to another, one like to a retweet to a show, to having extremely talented people represent Defense of the Patients. I'm doing so basically, to cut to the chase for my vlog day one, is I have put away all of my scientific pursuits in college. I have a finished minor in computer science, in math, and in physics. So I have a triple minor, but I'm going to be getting a master's degree. I'm on a master's program right now for communications, PR and advertising. What does this mean for you guys? I will be hopefully learning a lot about this field, which I already have, and I'm going to apply it all to Defense of the Patients. Basically, this vlog, day one, is to say, I am not going to ever get a job. I'm never going to have to. I've decided right here and now that I'm never going to report to somebody, unless it's somebody within an organization of my own. So I'm going to make that happen. Here's the thing. I need you guys' help. This master's program is accelerated and is extremely time intensive, but with the right budgeting of time, I'm going to make time to make one of these video logs every single day and let you guys know what's going on. Today, I just barely got back from a women's basketball game where I was on production on a TriCaster, basically controlling what scenes were put on the giant jumbo cam in the center. It was a test trial, it went well, and now I will be doing that for my university as head of production. Probably not head of production, but as a producer. Also, I will be producing local news for the university, and I will be on a radio station for the university, as well as interning for a podcast. Now, I am doing all of this very, very selfishly because I'm doing it for defense of the patients. I'm doing it so I can bring more experience, more knowledge, video, which is something that we've lacked for a year and a half. Be prepared to see a lot more of that. Be prepared to see humongous changes. Be prepared for me to act like this is going to be something that I'm going to do for a living. And hopefully something that I can help others do for a living. For example, Cyphus, Eric, Ursinity, Proud, everybody that's under our banner. I would love to be able to hire them and pay them a competitive wage to do what they do already. Now this takes a lot of work. It's something that is intangible work too, which makes it harder. For instance, building a house, you buy some lumber, you set the foundation, you put in the plumbing, the electric, you have a house. I mean, I made it sound easy. It's hard to build a house, but you have some guidance, right? You maybe have an architect that tells you where every beam needs to go. I don't have that. We have a very good team here at Defense of the Patients that will hopefully architecturally design the way that this thing is going to work financially. Right now, we don't make money. Matter of fact, we lose money. I love it, so I don't care. As it stands right now, we are in the process of starting a small business. Now, starting any small business, you can't expect to be profitable within 2 years. I think it's even far-fetched, unless you have an incredible idea, to be profitable within 4 years. That grind is going to happen. Now, with a master's degree in communications and understanding how to do double integrals, understanding the way Java and C++ and C# and C+ and C works, and also, I don't know, the Newtonian physics and non-Newtonian physics, we can band together and we can create something great. Now, obviously, Defense of the Patients is a group effort, and that's how we want to do it. And the group isn't just Korean Barbecue, Woodshrew, Cyphus, Proud, Ursi, Wazoo, Blue, Easy. The crew is everybody. We're building a community. That is the goal. The goal isn't to have one person in the spotlight and to have a bunch of fans. The goal is to unite a bunch of people under not even necessarily a philosophy, but just under a general understanding of respect to thy fellow human. All too often we hide behind our computers because anonymity allows us to do some weird things, as you've all seen through video games. There's something about anonymity that brings out the worst in humans. I don't understand it. I think Defense of the Patients has done a good job at making people no longer anonymous. Now that is a noble pursuit, in my opinion, because once you're stripped of your anonymity, then you have a reputation, and dare I say, with a reputation, I doubt you're going to spoil your reputation because you have so many friends within Defense of the Patients. My goals are aligned with gaming because it's a dream that I've always wanted to come true. I've always enjoyed video games. I've always played them excessively. StarCraft 2, I wanted to start a tournament where you could do bronze versus bronze, silver versus silver, gold versus gold, etc. It didn't work because the web designer, for lack of a better term, screwed me over. Luckily, I am also learning web design intensively. This semester I'm taking web design and usability. I'm also taking advanced web design, and I'm also learning Dreamweaver, Photoshop, Adobe, Premiere, pretty much everything, not everything in the Adobe suite, but most, with an emphasis on Photoshop, on and Adobe Video. I have it on my computer. I don't know what it's called. I've yet to really dig too deep into it. What this means, a year from now, I shouldn't say I expect. I hope to see the growth that we saw a year ago. December of 2014, we saw a very high amount of downloads, and we were extremely happy in December of 2014. I remember feeling like I had made it. Well, December 2015, we had grown 600%. And that's because of this community. That's because of stripping the anonymity. People like to be known. I feel like all too often people hide behind that anonymity because they're not able to find a group that is willing to bring them in. Welcome to Defense of the Patients. Thank you guys. This is my vlog day 1. Wish me luck on my master's program. Yes, I'm leaving the big money behind of getting a triple major in communications, computer science, physics, and math. I am leaving all of those behind, even though I've gone through the painstaking work to almost graduate. I'm not going to do it because of you. Because you guys have shown me that I don't have to do that. I can do what I want to do. I don't have to do that. And that is a liberating feeling. And over the past few days, liberating would be the word I'd use. Liberating and utter excitement. Well, that's it for me on day 1. Tomorrow I will report on what's going on with me. I hope you guys appreciate where I'm coming from. I hope you understand that this community means everything to me, and I want it to mean everything to you. And I will do whatever it takes to make that so. Good luck, and Godspeed.